So we have a table with values of x and y. There are the x values and there are the y values. And they satisfy an equation, in other words, they work in the equation, y equals a cos x plus b. And we're asked to find the value of y when x equals 45. So clearly what we need to do first is we need to find a and b. Okay, because that will allow us to put x equals 45 into our equation. Now, that all sounds quite difficult without a calculator, but you are required to know some values of cos x for simple values of x. And actually those simple values of x are all here: 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. You may be able to know these ones too, but you don't need to know those straight off. Okay, so let's just have a little look at those values that we're supposed to know. We're supposed to know that cos of 0 is equal to 1. Think about the graph. I hope you know the graph. Cos of 30 is equal to, well, this is root 3 over 2. Cos of 45 is root 2 over 2. And cos of 60 is in fact root 1 over 2, but we just call it a half. And then cos of 90 is 0. Okay. Now, how you remember those is entirely up to you. There are various clever ways of remembering them, which I won't go into here. So, using these values, can we find the values of a and b? Well, this looks like a good one to use. Cos of 90 is 0. So let's do that first of all. So let's say x equals 90, y equals 1, and put that into this equation. So we get y, which is 1, is equal to a times 0 plus b. And that gives me straight away b equals 1. Right, that's a good start. Now, what's the next most simple value I can use? Well, cos of 0 is 1, so let's use that one, because that's a nice simple value too. So when x equals 0, y equals 3. So 3 is equal to a times cos of 0, which is 1, plus b, which is 1 as well. We've just worked that one out. And so I've got a times 1, which is a, plus 1 equals 3, and if I subtract 1 from both sides, I get a equals 2 very quickly. So I now know that y is equal to 2 cos x plus 1. Great. That will now allow me to find y when x is 45. So x equals 45 gives me y equals 2 cos 45 plus 1, and cos 45 we've already looked at. It's root 2 over 2. So there it is. So this is 2 times root 2 over 2 plus 1. And the green cancelling pen comes in handy here because the 2 on the top and the 2 on the bottom cancel. And I am just left with y equals root 2 plus 1. And that is my answer. So, somehow you need to learn these values. How are you going to do it?